Coach Arian Soltero here. Just wanted to take you through a fun little Sunday routine that you can do when you're feeling stress levels get a little high. I know these are trying times and it's hard to find the motivation to get moving and do conditioning work, but I'm going to show you just something that you can do to get it all started. Alright y'all, so before we head out and do our workout, I do want to start with a couple things that we can do just to get the mind and the body connected and get us ready for it. And the first thing is going to be getting your cup of coffee, your cup of tea, your glass of water, however you like to start the day. I want you to include that because if it's important to you, then it's important to us. And I think that it's important to, if you have a practice or a routine, to include it even before the workouts that you're about to do. So once you get that cup going, we're going to sit down either with a notepad, or you can also use your notes in your phone just to write down 2 things that you're grateful for and 1 intention that you have for the day. The 2 things you're grateful for can be just about anything. It could be for the cup of coffee in your hand or your tea. It could be for the workout that we're about to do. It could be for your family, but whatever you feel that you're grateful for now, you can write that down. So once you have those 2 things you're grateful for, the third element, the intention, is just how you want to attack the day. So if that is getting 1 workout or 1 20-30 minute section of movement in for the day, whatever you need to write down to hold yourself accountable for that, then go ahead and do that now. And once you're all done, we'll go ahead and start our workout or our conditioning element. See you guys later. All right, y'all. So as you can see, we're now at the park. If you have a park that's nearby, mine was about 3 to 5 minutes away from my house, so I walked over here. But you can also just do this in the neighborhood that you live in, just on the street. But as long as you're getting outside, getting some sunshine, that's all I care about. So once you are set up and you're going out of your door, we're going to be warming up the body a little bit, starting with the feet first. So we're going to start by warming up the feet. All we're going to do is some nice ankle circles. I really want these to be focused on the ankle joint itself and not including the knee as much as you can. So really trying to get throughout that ankle joint. Think about really tracing the outer edge of your foot. Try to get about 3 to 5 reps in each direction. So once you get clockwise or counterclockwise, you just end up switching both ways. Good, keeping the knee out of it completely and just tracing the outside of that shoe. Once you're done, we're going to switch and do the other side. So again, going around about 3 to 5 reps, and then we'll switch directions. Again, trying to keep the knee out of it as best that you can. Awesome. Once you get those 3 to 5 circles each ankle, we're going to start by taking the hands to the knees, and now I just want you to include the knees in these knee circles. So it's going to be a little bit of a balance game, but we're going to be going again, tracing the outside of the shoe from the heel to the inside of the foot to the toe, big toe, pinky toe, and back around. Once you get 3 one way, we're going to switch and go 3 the opposite way, knees coming in, again balancing on the heels, toes, and back around. All we're going to do now is kind of warm up the hips. So to do that from a side angle, I want to hinge at the hip, making sure my butt goes back, and then I'm going to be driving my hips forward, squeezing my glutes. So the hips and the feet should be in line with each other, maybe a little bit wider if you feel that that's more comfortable. And all we're going to do is go hands on the hips or hands on your chest, and I just want you to hinge at the hip, again pushing the butt back. The chest should come down almost parallel with the floor. Just warming up that hip with a nice hinge. Good. Once you get about 10, we're going to go internal rotation of the feet. So now both of your feet are going to be pointed inward, and we're going to be going side to side. So you can go hands on the hips or still keep your hands on your chest. Either way is fine. And we're just going to start getting into the root of that hip now. Really trying to do a nice little kind of booty bump or anything you can imagine to drive to a corner of that room with your hip. Perfect. Once you get about 10 to 12 reps there, we're going to start warming up a little bit of the thoracic area of the back. Now we're going to start by kind of warming up the shoulders, the back and such. So I want you to kind of reach forward as much as you can, and then I want you to squeeze your back. Again, reaching away from your body, trying to round your upper back, shoulders, and then I want you to squeeze and flex like the top side of a row. Again, reaching and pulling towards you, squeezing your back, flexing your back, reaching, and then flexing that back. One more reach, and then flex. So anywhere between 8 and 10 reps total for that movement. Once we're done with that, we're going to be reaching one hand over and one hand under. So I want to simultaneously focus on breathing as we reach in 2 separate directions, and then we'll switch. Breathe out as we reach in 2 separate directions, making sure that you exhale as you reach, bend with a little bit more ease as you exhale and reach for about 8 to 10 reps. Once you're done with that, we're going to warm up the top side of the shoulder. So now we're going to be reaching up and over. I want to make sure that, as you can see with my wrist, when I'm reaching overhead, I want to point almost like I have 2 remotes in my hand. And I just want to point those hands up towards the sky, and we're going to do small circles. And again, I want to make sure that my back from a side angle is not anterior tilted. We really want to keep that low back tilted in a posterior fashion. And then we're just going to be warming up again with about maybe 10 to 15 circles, one direction, and then switch. You can try exhaling as your shoulders get closer to your ears. Good. And then we're going to relax, kind of bounce nice and lightly, right? So kind of shaking out any tension that you have in your ears, in your shoulders, in your traps, in your face. Good. And then we're going to take 3 to 5 deep breaths. Let's go hands on the stomach, and I just want you to inhale into your belly, and then feel your belly button get closer to your spine. Again, inhale into your hand. Exhale, inhale. Exhale, good. All right, so now that we got that all warm, we're going to do one more releasing of tension by kind of reaching both of these palms. We're going to squeeze them and reach for the floor, so you get a little lengthening in your trap here. And we're going to gently take the head forward and then back. Again, we're going to take the head forward and then back. A few more times, forward and back, inching forward and back. And then we're going to start to tilt one ear to the side of your shoulder. You can exhale or inhale as you head in that direction. Good. Again, about 8 to 10 or so. Make sure you get both sides even. And then once we are done with that, you're completely done with the warm-up, and then we're going to head into our workout. All right, y'all, we're going to go on a walk/run. So you can do this, again, in your neighborhood on the street, or you can do it at a park if you have a park nearby. I happen to be living next to one, so I walked over here. But again, once you finish the warm-up, we're going from a walk to a run. So you're going to make sure that once you start jogging, again, just a nice smooth pace. When you start wanting to feel that exertion, or you want to go that full output, you're just going to go directly into a sprint as fast as you can. As soon as you feel yourself slowing down, you immediately start jogging again. So you can get in one sprint, you can get in 3 sprints, 5 sprints. It doesn't matter how many you get in. That's really irrelevant right now. It's really just that you are able to get that speed difference, right? So you're ramping up from low to high. So again, just starting on a nice jog. Obviously, I'm at the park, right? But if I'm going to be sprinting, making sure that you're driving your elbows behind your back. Yourself slowing down, you just start to walk again, right? So again, you can do it at the park. You might look like a crazy person, but who really cares? Because we're just trying to get moving and get some sunshine. All right, y'all. So I hope you had a fun time. And whether you completed 5 sprints, 1 or 2, whatever the number was, is truly irrelevant. It's the fact that you maybe felt a little stressful, you felt a little, something kind of building up, whether you felt cooped up in your house. I know these are trying times, and we're trying to just do our best to give the community a little bit of inspiration, right? Find out how to motivate you, maybe write some things down, what you're grateful for, and maybe how you want to attack the day. That's all that we can ask for as coaches, and just to do our best to provide for the community that we care for. So feel free to, again, practice this as many times as you want. It doesn't only have to be on Sundays. And again, it can be a jog, it can be a run, it can be whatever movement style you enjoy. As long as you find yourself at the end of the day saying that you're happy and you're content. So I hope that you enjoyed, again, our workout together. I know that I enjoyed providing for y'all, and I hope that you enjoy Miles Sanchez tomorrow. He is a great coach and someone who's going to guide you through awakening your senses. See y'all.